wings to fly, no power, enough power to fly or survive by its own, not like other chicks. The Garuda chicks, the moment the egg is hatched, fly. No need to rely on, parents' care, protection, feeding, until it becomes, strong enough to fly by its own. Those people with a good instruction, training, practice, in this present moment, they are like Garuda chick. The moment this karmic body egg, hatches, breaks, the Garuda chick like mind, the consciousness, flies direct into enlightenment. You understand? So, this is the example that the Tantra teaching gives. If we are to become like ordinary birds, the chicks, hopeless, quite hopeless, because we know some are just left by the mother birds, some are eaten by snake and other, many things, killed by people, other bigger birds. Most of them almost not survive. So those people who have no practice, no training, no instruction, becomes same as the ordinary bird, more chances to be lost than, to be raised up, protected. That's why in this present moment, we must rely on Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. We should raise up ourselves by developing inner quality of wisdom and compassion. So, essence is most important. The teachings, whatever we practice, whatever we follow, whatever we do, essence is very important. Most of us, unfortunately, everywhere, in the name of practicing something very high practice, teachings, very high teachings, something. What we do is, we only grab the shell, the skin, the external part, and we become the ladder in a tasty soup. We taste the soup, but the ladder, that we use, the spoon to serve the soup, never know what is the soup tastes like. You understand what I mean? So in this present moment, people have so many different ways of approaching something so-called spirituality. And that starts with the refuge again. Take refuge in what? So this is very important. I would like to explain a bit about it. So when we are alive, at least coming into, very authentic object of refuge, this connection It's very, very important. These days, the insurance, the life insurance and many, many other insurance, the guarantees, we really, really care, Wow, that has an insurance, that has 2 years warranty or guarantee. That means okay, I think. So we rely on that. We have to be very careful, the most careful in relying on the object that we take refuge in. Yesterday we talked about how the world was created, into 6 realms. Yeah? And most of the people in the world today take refuge in something which is almost unknown to them. Look everywhere and find nothing. Then maybe I think so-called, something that protects us, that saves us, hiding somewhere in the sky world. We cannot see. So just believe, trust in being there, And many take refuge in many other things. Some take refuge in statue, and some take refuge in mountain. Some take refuge in, sun, river, cave, trees, many others. Yeah. As a Buddhist, we should take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. And whatever that leads to the enlightenment, whatever that leads us to the liberation, that can be relied on. That can be, the object of our refuge. Whatever that leads us towards more ignorance, towards more confusion, towards more suffering, better not take refuge in that. The difference is you can say, the mundane object of refuge and the enlightened, the beyond, what do you call it? Unmundane? Supermundane? Yeah? Is it? Supreme? Okay, whatever, yeah. Enlightened something, okay? Something that is not samsaric, something that is not worldly. Okay, that's very important. And many take refuge in gods, the beings from the heaven, okay? The heavenly being. We take refuge in the heavenly being. And we think the heavenly being can protect us. Actually, it's difficult. Because the heavenly being is also the samsaric being. Yeah? They themselves are not free from the suffering of samsara. You understand? So that's why there is no almost possibility that they can actually protect others, those who take refuge in them. Yeah? But some maybe heavenly beings, also have the enlightened path to rely on, so they can help others maybe to connect with that path. That's okay. If we take refuge in mundane, worldly things, beings, which is actually not free from samsara, what happens, in the end we are left in problem again, trouble again. It is like, there is a beggar that you almost, every day you see around where you live. Example, the beggar comes and asks you for something, and you feel very pity. Then you tell him one day, okay, your condition is so miserable. Let me give you, okay, my commitment. Every 15th day, the 15th day of the month, the full moon, you don't have to beg. I will feed you the lunch. That's my commitment. And maybe every 1 month I will give you whatever clothes. One t-shirt, maybe a short pant, slipper, shoe, or whatever. At least I will give you something. And every week I will pay you, 20, maybe $1 or $10. So that's what we, promise. The beggar becomes very happy. Then every time, when you go out, come in, he will say good morning to you, good night to you, and also he will try to save, the area, clean the area, chase the dogs away, not let people to, urinate there, or put the rubbish, throw the rubbish around. He will try to be very protective and close, the sense of closeness he will show. And you give him, is very happy. And the expectation grows. And one day, maybe he will say, can you make the lunch, maybe twice a month? Or maybe can you make it the amount a little bit more, make it $15 or $25. You see? His expectation is more because he feels that he has at least done something, cleaning, protecting the area for him. And I have said to you every day, I have offered the most beautiful smile to you, the first smile to you in the morning, something like that, because he feels I have done something, so he feels it's good, I have the reason, maybe I can ask him, make it more, then that will upset maybe ourselves, why is being desired, greedy, he's asking more, this is not good sign. Then you will say, that I cannot do for you. You be happy with what I give. Then he feels sad, The beggar becomes sad. But still he will not say anything. And one day you forgot. The 15th day, maybe you are busy with something else, and you forgot, to feed him the lunch. Or you forgot also pay him, $10 or $15. And he thinks, wow, this man, he didn't accept, what I request. And now he also seems to be, changing, like, no lunch. He should have told me, at least I will go and beg myself. This is very bad. He will get more disappointed. And he will maybe, let the dogs come around, it's okay. And maybe he will not say good morning to you the next morning when you go to office or something. Yeah? The one day, even you forgot to give the clothes. 1 month passed by, no clothes also. He's very sad now. Then he, out of anger or disappointment, he will say, Ayo, why you do this to me? You should have told me. at least I would not expect from you. I didn't go, somewhere to beg. Can you please, next time, if you cannot inform me? Then we get very aggressive, angry. How come he, act in this way to me, behave in this way, Then we will scold the beggar and show our, attitude, the very negative attitude, aggressive attitude. Then he gives up, the beggar, now no more I can look for another person. This is not going to help me anymore. So, I think better, he never appreciate what I did. I think I should do something now. So what he will do is, bring some rubbish, and spread it around your house, or maybe bring some more beggars, the gang in the middle of night, throw, stone and break your window or something, At least you realize, this beggar was a good protector for me, Now I don't give him, that means, there is a danger. So this is what he will actually, it's not somebody else, but he is doing it, See. So taking refuge in worldly God, samsaric beings, or an object that is samsaric, of refuge, something like that. Like in Hindu tradition, like India, Nepal, they have sacrificing the animal to the God. They slaughter animal, and I have so many Hindu friends, and sometimes we also discuss about this, What they do is, chicken, and maybe goat or something, buffalo. They bring a water and pour the water, sprinkle the water on the head, of the animal. So definitely the animal will, shake. Yeah? But they take that sign as, God has accepted. Yeah, God is happy with this, Must cut him, slaughter him. This is what, they say, they believe. And one day I told, one of my Hindu friends, as a joke, you pour water and he shakes his head, that means the God has accepted. Okay, let me try one day, one bottle of water, pour, onto your head. If you will not shake your head, then I think, otherwise God has accepted, then what to do? That's a natural, when you throw water in somebody, definitely shake, yeah. And they say, the God is sometimes very greedy. Some of my friends, they say, this time I offered one chicken. Wow, he protected me, he helped me. My business was okay, my something was okay, But the next, same day, after 1 year or something, on the same occasion, he choosing the best chicken, slaughter. Doesn't work. And ask the priest, somebody, what to do? But God wants 2 more chicken. Not enough, one. So, offer 2. Another year needs 3 or 4 or 5. The demand is greater. That's why there is a Panza Bali. They call it Panza Bali. Bali means, actually a food offering, but this is, they consider it as slaughtering. Panza means 5 types of slaughter, animal. So you must have chicken, pigeon, goat, and mice also, rat, and what else, buffalo or something like that, different types. And sometimes they also have, number increasing, like 100 buffalo slaughter, 1,000 chicken slaughter or something like that, system, which is now somewhere, many places increasing. Because the beggar wants more, because he's an ignorant being, he has that desire, he becomes more greedy, saying, the God that we take refuge in is samsara God or worldly, mundane God. Then his demand also increases, because he is also greedy. He wants more. He's not happy with one. Needs variety. And in the end, you cannot meet his demand. Then, since you have already taken refuge in him, like the beggar, that you trusted a lot, bringing the gang and threatening you, by attacking, God is much, then they are very powerful, comparatively, they are very powerful. So they will use their power and put us in more, If you give me one chicken, I think okay, but next year you must two, otherwise you will be punished. Yeah? You must give me at least 10 buffalo, otherwise you will be punished, So this is what happens. In the end, we are more in trouble than, solve any single problem forever. This is what becomes, what happens when you take refuge blindly in a samsaric and mundane God or whatever, as an object of refuge. You understand? Buddha, why we should take refuge in him? Isn't there any danger that we will get more greedy? Ask for more offerings? Not only 7 offerings, 8 offerings. Yeah? Maybe he wants, more danger. You offer one thing, no problem. You offer 100 billion things, also no problem. You offer nothing, also no problem. Because Buddha is beyond all these ignorance, delusions, negative senses. That's why offering to Buddha or enlightened one, that's farming. Okay? We do farming, yeah? The rice we farm. It's not to feed the ground. The field is, the ground is hungry. You must feed the rice, It's not. The farming is to reproduce. Isn't it? When you throw the rice, put the seed, the ground will not say, thank you so much, for the wonderful lunch. It will not say never. And we never say almost, thank you to the farm, yeah? That's why everything is not produced from, from the ground. Some produce from clouds, some produce from water, some produce from, flower, trees, different things. That's why accumulation of merit, that production basically comes, I think the best production comes from the farms of enlightened ones. We serve, with the devotion we offer, it's not that Buddha will give us something, but naturally the accumulation of merit is created. And the best thing that you can ever offer to Buddha is to help others. Especially those who are in need. you serve, you help others, that is, I think, the best offering that you can ever offer to Buddha. You understand? So that's why taking refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha has no danger at all. That's why we maybe now the Vajrayana, the Tantra, teaching is becoming a very good attraction, inspiration for many. And this is what I heard in Indonesia also, it's now becoming a good inspiration. And many people, they know about Mahakala. Yeah, you know Mahakala? Yeah? And they say that Mahakala is looking very dangerous looking, very, very fearful looking. But if you offer him a wine, red wine or something very nice, yeah, then he will be very happy, and in a very drunken sort of act, he will protect you, he will save you, he will give you maybe whatsoever you want, prosperity, success, whatever. I met somebody last year, and he invited me for lunch, opening a drink for me, First thing he asked, I heard that one of your, deity that you practice is Mahakala. May I know why you choose Mahakala as your protector, your Idam deity? I understood actually what he was trying to ask me. Okay. So I thought it's better not, who is Mahakala and where he was from, and how he protects you, if you offer wine. I didn't explain it this way. I told him I think he needs another actual explanation, so that he will understand before it is too late. Many places like Mahakala, Jambala, they all have been corrupted, officer working in a government department, that they get bribed, under what you call that, table process and the back door. You whisper Mahakala's ear or Jambala's ear with the wine that you bribe. Then he will, sign something that is illegal, no matter, I told him, Mahakala. First, Mahakala made one commitment to protect those as the dearest one. Those who offer him, it's not, that those who offer him a nice wine, the best wine, but to protect them, those who deserve his protection. That is, Mahakala has several wishes, his own wishes. If those people who are fulfilling Mahakala's wishes, then Mahakala will protect you. What Mahakala wishes? A nice wine? No. Wish number one that Mahakala has is to preserve the teachings of Buddha, to propagate, to spread the teachings of Buddha. That's the wish number one. Mahakala wish. Second, working for the cause of happiness, peace, harmony, service for others. That's the second wish of Mahakala. Wish number 3. Those who are engaged, in the practice of Buddha, in the mountain, in a retreat, in a monastery, in society, in wherever. Those people who serve these genuine practitioners, the genuine master, the genuine people, who are dedicated to self, not only practicing alone, but inspiring others to practice. Whoever does this, number 1, serving the teachings of Buddha, preserving the teachings of Buddha, propagating the teachings of Buddha. Number 2, working for the cause of others, happiness, peace, harmony, service. Number 3, supporting the genuine practitioners, supporting the activities of, those activities that lead others, to also in the same genuine path. Even you don't give Mahakala the best, or whatever offering, Mahakala always is with you, because this becomes his duty. This is his commitment, And if you are engaged in these things, okay, when you are in trouble, you need something, then you make a very nice offering and practice Mahakala, even more effective, more quick, really, really quick. Then Mahakala works. But our wish is like, I want to be the one, the most preparedest one, and alone, very selfishly, I want to be happy, I want to be peaceful, I want to be successful, prosperous, and whatever, protected. Even we give, I think, the best of the best wine, not so, I think, supportive. Yeah. So that's why I told him, if you take Mahakala as a deity, your own personal protector, number 1, there is no danger, because he is enlightened. You are not relying on something that is, samsaric. So the enlightened being in a form of protector, no problem. Rely on, yes. Number 1, there is no danger. Number 2, his protection works, his blessing works with your activity. That is very meaningful. So I explained, in this way, and he said, okay, I think from today on, when I do Mahakala, when I seek Mahakala, first I should apologize Mahakala, he said. Because I'm quite sure that I will feel shame being very selfishly practicing. So I will change my way of regarding Mahakala as my protector. He said that. Then can you please come and do a Mahakala puja for me? I want to join. And I start, in a new way now. That's what he said. So I went to his house and did a Mahakala puja. And I hope, he's doing in the correct manner now. Yeah, this is what I told him. So taking refuge, okay? We have to be very particular. We have to be very careful. It's very important now in this living moment that we should be relying on something that is authentic, that is really, really, fundamentally trust or, that can be devoted, okay? Otherwise it's like very dangerous, your television set is problem, it's not working, so you give a call, who fix it. What do? You call him, and when he comes, you prostrate, at his feet 3 times, and I take refuge in you. My television says it's not working now. You be my ultimate protector. Can you please save my TV, including myself, the whole family? Wow. Then he will say, oh, okay, now you should give me the most important things that you have, because I must save you. So you give him everything, then they become his slave. Yeah? But what we do, ask him, respect his profession, pay him, television set, get fixed. Both are happy, not harm each other, not taking advantage of each other, not cheating each other. That's really good, So even when you rely on those worldly beings as a protector or something, respect their profession, with respect, give, but not devotion. Take refuge. Understand, yeah? Okay? So you can really rely on those, samsaric protectors. Give them something, that is very good. Not by slaughtering in a wrong way or harming others, but we can give him fruits or something, whatever, fruit offerings that works. Like we do also sood, sood offerings. It's like mostly it is feeding the billions of the smell eater. But we don't take refuge in them. Out of compassion, give. Very good. Out of respect, we can rely on samsaric, beings, protectors, also okay. No problem. In a very positive way, in a correct way, we can offer them with respect, but not with devotion, taking them as our ultimate refuge. This, I think, we should keep in our mind very clearly, and we should share this, with our friends, those who are actually very blindly going for something, So this is very, I think, important. So in this present moment, coming into contact with the right object of refuge, such as Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and especially this time today, like cricket match and football match, when there is a match going on, so the team, 11 of them or whatever, who plays the best. So during that match, he is given the the man of the match. Yeah, he has extra sort of respect, and I think payments also. He gets something. Man of the match. Yeah. So deities of the time today, deities of the era, we should know. Yeah. I don't mean that there are thousands of Buddhas, enlightened beings, protectors. I don't mean to discriminate them, but we must also know the deities of the era, the men of the time, something like that. Go to Tibet. Almost 90% people you meet is like Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Go to the Himalaya, Bhutan, Sikkim, Nepal. The 90% you will meet is Om Ahum Vajraguru Padma Siddhim, Om Ahum Vajraguru Padma Siddhim. Go to China or Chinese Buddhist communities around you. Namo Ame Papo, Ame Papo. Yeah? Because the karma is what links, in this way. The karma of the beings. You understand? That's why Buddha Amitabha, Guru Padma Sambhava, and Lokeshwar, Chenrezig, or in Chinese what we call Kuan Yin, yeah? These three are the deities of the era today, this degenerated time. We must rely on these three. I think it's really, really important. Okay? So, just like, man of the match, these are the deities of the era. You understand? So that's why very important. When we are in this living Bardo, must keep this in mind. Come into contact with such a genuine, object of refuge. Very important. This is one very important practice, of refuge as a part of the Bardo practice, and especially in this present moment. Okay, this is one thing. Another thing, bodhicitta. The bodhicitta, the motivation that we talked about. Let me give you some reason why we should be generating the bodhicitta. Simply, when we think about, take this very moment life, take as an example. When we were born, the moment we were born, it's like 1 kilo of meat or something. That has the only different thing, is the breathing. That's it. Yeah. Even the toy that we have, doll, they can talk, walk, dance, but that thing cannot, isn't it? At that moment, the mother, with the great sense of care and love coming from her inner heart, no matter how dirty, no matter how ugly, no matter how hopeless condition the newborn baby, she takes the baby as the most dearest one. Don't care dirty or what. She will lift us up, touch, in her chest, feed us with, milk. Every night, no matter how many nights she is sleepless. Not like today, imagine those of our, maybe grandma and grandpapa's time. See, no aircon that time. I think, great deal coming out of their love and care. Today, we are here, some 40 years old, some 30 years old, some 50 years old. It's not because we are such a powerful and brave or something, gifted, but the first credit goes to the mother. That she cared, the moment we were born.